Now, we said last night that we would return around noon, and it's Martin Luther King Day. And I'm home, and I'm not at, I don't have to work today. I rested all evening. I slept all night. I got up early, took my shower, brushed my teeth, did my makeup, and put my little black on. If this is your first time here, my name is Cheryl Grabowski, and I can be a lot, but I'm a good person. But yeah, I'm a lot. I've been on YouTube almost 8 years. I started off really slow. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I was in a lot of pain, and I just sat down talking. And then after that point, life started lifing for me a lot. And I called a life coach. I saw an ad on Facebook. I called the life coach. And my whole world changed. Because how many of y'all know that your next level is going to come into your life with a head, a heart, a body, a mind, and life experience? And that's what happened. My whole life changed. And now it's been 8 years, and I'm a professional streamer on YouTube. And this is home for me. This is natural for me. Can't you tell? There is no anxiety. There is no second guessing myself. There is no doubting. This is so natural for me, being on camera and engaging with YouTube and you guys that I don't see, but you're in the chat, in the comment section for the viewers that come by. This is so natural for me. This is just like me going in the living room and having a conversation with my daughter, as we do every morning. This is that natural. This is just like when my mother was alive, calling her on the phone and she and I talking. It is that natural for me. There is no, it's easy. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort to do this. There are 3 people here. Good morning. Welcome to my live. Could y'all thumbs up the live, please? Good morning, Black Vega. How you doing? I'm so I'm so sorry to bother you this early in the morning. It is 7:34, and I have no business bothering y'all. I don't. But this is a new day. It's Martin Luther King's Day. I'm so excited. And I was thinking this morning, I was thinking, what would he think about what's going on right now in our world? Since he is a global figure and a total icon, one of the most powerful people who have ever lived in the history of America. Profound, articulate, intelligent. What would he think about what's going on in our world today? What would he think? What would JFK think? Oh my God. What would they say? When we think about Martin Luther King's speech, when he says he's been to the mountaintop and he's seen the other side, when he's talking about all men and women being created equal, and what's going on today is the total opposite of that. It's like having a coin. Martin Luther King is on the front of the coin, and what's going on right now in Washington is the back of the coin. It's crazy. Technically, we are in your lives, so speak your mind, Cheryl, and I will. I will, and I do. That's what I do. And I realized that you guys, as Martin Luther King spoke his mind, yes, he did. Now, he paid for it with his life, right? So there is a price that we pay people who speak their mind no matter what. Right now, my channel is going through the most. They're not reporting in the analytics, the engagement. They're not reporting you guys coming in talking to me, how many views we get. They're not reporting that. I am still making money, but the analytics is not reporting that. So I don't know what's going on. But Martin Luther King spoke his mind. He knew that to release such words that he would be, his life would be in jeopardy. But because of, what's up, Katrina? Good morning. Are you still building the tiny houses? Are you the one that's doing the tiny houses? Thank God. Yes, we are off. He knew that he would pay an ultimate price for that. But when you know you're not the one. Okay, who was it that's doing that? I haven't seen her in a long time. What's a brilliant? It's a brilliant that's building the tiny houses. But anyway, he knew that he would pay an awesome price. But for people who have a purpose and a destiny, and for people who understand on a deeper level, like I do, that we're in this life, we've come to, I am mad though, I was your girl, Eloise. You're still my girl. You're still my girl. I totally love and appreciate so much every last one of y'all. I really do, because you don't have to engage me. You don't. I didn't come here to speak to the air. I want y'all here. Okay, and so thank you so much. Don't forget to thumbs up the live. Okay, boo. Okay. But like I do, we understand that we are spiritual beings having an earthly experience. We know that there is really, really negative energy in the world and toxic energy in the world. And we know that there are light workers, good energy, and God people in the world. We know that. We know that there is forces of good and evil. We know that we're on a life lease. We know that when our lease is over, we go back to the spirit realm. Martin Luther King knew that. When he said he had seen the other side, that's what all of that means. He had seen what it is outside of the body, right? And so I'm the same way. I know that I'm on a life lease. I know that I came in with my family, and I was taught what I was taught, and I saw what I saw, and I learned what I learned, and I went through what I went through. But now I'm an adult. I'm responsible for my life experience. I understand that I am growing and evolving. I understand that it's a privilege to be here. And I understand that, I personally have an assignment. I'm going to send you a message in TikTok. What's your name on that app? My name is the same, Cheryl Grabowski, Cheryl G on TikTok. And so I understand that. God bless you. You are amazing, and stay strong. God bless you too, and thank you so much. So I understand that. I've been listening this morning to Sasha Riley. We did a live last night about the children, and you guys might say, well, Cheryl, why are you so interested in the Sasha Riley story? I told my daughter not too long ago, before I heard anything about Sasha Riley, I had told her that I've evolved so much and understand again that we are spiritual beings living a life experience. And I believe that this is not the only life experience, but this is one. And excuse me, I told my daughter that I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of giving this body back to the earth. I'm not afraid of that. But what I am terrified of is being born in this world to certain kind of parents. I'm so scared of that. I told my daughter. And while listening to this Sasha Riley story and interview about the island and the commander-in-chief of the United States, it further validates for me the fear of that. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. Hello, Farhat 0899. Thank you so much for being here. It scares me to death. It does. Because good morning. Because Sasha's story is all about being born to demons, to horrible people with no empathy. And his father was associated with lots of people who were demons and psychopaths. Because instead of saying demon, because that's a church word, just say psychopaths. He was born to psychopaths who exploited him sexually, who allowed people to beat him, to torture him, to break his bones, to beat him black and blue, to use his body for their pleasure. And he gives an account of him believing when he was a child that eventually his mom and dad wanted him to be unalived. And so they go to the beach. And in this area of the beach, the water is very, 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 very violet. And he, at this point, doesn't know how to swim. And so his father just, kicks him, throws him in the water because he believes that they want him unalive because he's fought these rich people back and all of that. And so he's in the water and he's fighting for his life and he's screaming and going up and down. And he says about 150 feet away, there are people that hear him. And this man begins to run. He's running because he hears the sound of, somebody is in trouble, even though the parents are standing right there. And so while the man is running, he's listening to the child that's drowning. And he also is seeing the parent, the two grown people, doesn't know if they're his parents, but they're standing there. And from afar, he's running. So as he gets closer, they're still standing there. He jumps in the water and he's able to, good morning, he's able to extract him from the water. And then once he gets the child out of harm's way and he knows that the kid is going to be okay, and he is okay, but he's winded, then he confronts the dad and says, I don't know exactly what he says, but maybe something like this. Are you okay? Are you in this, your woman? Is this your child? And why are you guys standing here? All right, first block this morning. You just got blocked. Why are you guys standing here and watching this child be unalived? Do you want him to drown? So anyway, I'm just like, these psychopaths are loose. And they are loose again in Washington, D.C. and in the United States. And they've been loose all over the world to hurt children. So if this is your first time on my channel and you come across this live and you're looking for substance on YouTube, you're not just looking to learn how to fix a car or to do interior design or how to do your hair or, how to do your makeup or what colors to choose for your skin. If you want substance, this is a good channel. My name is Cheryl and I've recovered from narcissistic abuse and I teach about narcissism. Some people think I'm a narcissist myself. That is their business. I don't feel the need to defend myself at all. You know what I'm saying? Because it's their business. I don't expect people to do their research and to figure out, thank you, Frog, exactly who I am and my story, to go back in my channel, to put all the pieces together, to look and to digest and to understand what's going on, and then come back for your analysis. If you see me, thank you. You're welcome, darling. If you see me on the screen and there's a little grandiosity, or I'm bold in your face and I cuss and I say you gonna F around and find out, FOFA, it might seem narcissistic, okay? Because I'm a Scorpio. You know what I mean? I'm in your face. I'm about that life. You know what I'm saying? I got big dog energy. For real. It's not even a joke. I always have. But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I am courageous. I have courage. I am not afraid. I'm not easily intimidated. I will fight you down to the ground. I will. Not so much now, but what I'm saying is I can. And I did that on YouTube. I don't really know what this is about, but why is this so important? Just asking a question. This what? What are you talking about? Why is this what is so important? What are you talking about? So anyway, that's just been part of my history on YouTube. I love life and I love you. And I love me especially. I'm the person that I love the most. I love my children. I love my grandkids. I love some family members. And I don't love everybody. I am not a Christian. But you got to respect that. Can you just make space in your mind where you can kind of respect that? That I am honest about my feelings. And I don't love everybody. And do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say that I do because I'm in fear of a God that says that I have to when I don't. And that God knows that I don't. See what I'm saying? We're not doing that. So if you respect transparency and honesty, and if you can respect a person who is unapologetically their motherfucking selves, all of my good parts and all of my bad, it's all me. You know what I'm saying? And I can see other people in the same light. But yes, I'm a grandma. I absolutely am a grandma. Yeah, I have quite a few grandkids. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But these psychopaths in Washington and in other places in this world, we are going to learn about mental illness if it's the last thing that we do. We have always been struggling about the mental illness. And I wonder, did Martin Luther King understand that that man who was going to finally put those bullets in that GUN and in his existence in this world, did he know that these people are narcissists, psychopaths, and mentally ill? And that we in our society, we've not put this, I just got a download. Let me share. We've just given, let me hold on for a minute, because I got to Google this, because I want to give you the right information. I want to know how much money did we give ICE. That's what I want to know. And then I'll finish my thought. Let's see. Y'all, this is my my granddaughter's. Well, actually, it's my iPad that I bought for her, but she got a brand new one. And she got Hello Kitty on the screen, and some of the letters on the thing is typed out, and so I can't see very well. Your smile is gorgeous, pearly teeth. Thank you. And they are real. I'm missing some, but the ones that I still got, I love. Okay. How much money? Where's the damn E? Oh. See, I done told y'all, listen. Is that an E? Yes. H-A. That is not a V. Where's the delete? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Where's the E? Is that it? Yes. Okay. And where is... All right. As of mid-2025, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement received an unprecedented funding increase with its budget for enforcement, detention, and deportation operations reaching roughly $28.7 billion. I clutch my pearls. 28.7 billion to over 29 billion for the 2025-2026 period. Period, not period, but period. Billion. Billions, not billion. Billions, 28, 29 billions of dollars for ICE. When we were complaining about putting money into mental health, into the clinics, that these so that we in the elementary schools and the middle schools and the high schools and especially college would be able to identify these fucking psychopaths, and that we would make sure that they don't end up being priests, preachers, doctors, presidents, judges, lawyers, and fucking DAs. Because when they do, the people in the world suffer. Last night, Sasha Riley said that Trump's thing was watching people suffer. $28-29 billion to ICE, to agents of terror that are going to cause men and women, boys and girls, sensory, nervous system, emotions, and mental capacity to suffer. We give all that money to the psychopath who loves to cause people to fear and to suffer, like Sasha Riley said. $28-29 billion. If we ever got the right people in Washington, excuse me, y'all, the right senators, the right Congress, the right House of Representatives, the right commander-in-chief that understood how important mental health is and gave mental health 28-29 billions of dollars, making sure that the people in mental health are not psychopaths and narcissists. We're going to learn. Maybe it'll take 30, 40, 50, 60 years from now. Psychopaths have no business doing certain jobs with humans. We're going to learn how to take islands and put them all on the islands with each other and have law enforcement and monitoring systems and drones and airplanes and radios and cameras in every part of the island that they stay on to make sure that they do things the right way, because if left alone, they will do the most ungodly things that you've ever thought of. We are going to learn how mental health is what we've always needed. We've always thought that religion could contain sociopaths, psychopaths, and malignant narcissists, but it cannot, because the truth be told, those sociopaths and narcissists are standing at the Catholic Church as priests, and at the evangelical churches as pastors, and in the black churches as bishops and apostles. Oh my God. When we look at Washington and we know that the psychopaths are there, Congress, Senate, they're there, House of Representatives, lawyers, district attorneys, they are there. We see that they have an insatiable appetite for power and high positions. Same way in religion, same way. It's the same thing. Whether they're in Washington or they're in religion, in the religious world, they're in positions of power. Let me see. If the people wanted we could fund stuff ourselves. 330 million people, even if half put up $1 a week, there would be that many millions a week to fund whatever without the government help. Oh, wow. Jersey 89 Fitness. I love your comment. We have got to, according to your comment, we've got to come together, because you're right. We have the numbers, right? And the only thing, or we see that with the lottery. We see that when we look up at the lottery board and see how you have millions of people that give $2, $5, $10, and it ends up being that much money. So we, the people, have got to come together. Frog said, Cheryl, you're smart and beautiful. Thank you so much. The people have the power. We, the people, have the power. We've got to organize, because this is not cool. Martin Luther King did his thing. He did a remarkable thing. His work was great. He's not the only one. Other people in our lifetime have done fantastic things, but it's coming down to you know, the axe is laid at the root of the tree at this point. Jersey, can I ask you a question? How old are you? I just want to know. I'm just curious. You just really threw me off with that comment. Because now my 36, I love 36. I love your age range. I love people your age because of the way you think. I love the fact that you guys are not easily gaslit and manipulated. I love it. So what will we name the body controlling the money? Kevin says, who knows? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I'm 55, and I'm a lot different from my peers. A lot different. You guys maybe you've noticed. I'm a lot. My daughter's 32. She tells me that a lot. She says, Mom, you're more like a millennial. And I said, why you say that? She said, it's just the way that you are and the way that you think. And I love you guys because you guys are so much out the box. And you don't care anything about a status quo. You won't be ruled and dominated by religion. And if you do religion, you keep your eyes wide open, which I love. You're looking at the world as it is. And you're not afraid to see things as they are. You're not walking through this thing blind. And I absolutely love it. I don't know what you would call the group. I don't know. But we, the people, have got to learn how to come together. And what do y'all think about the mayor in New York City? What is his name? It's hard to pronounce his name. What's up, Black Betty girl? I'm up early. I'm sorry. It would be a group thing, not one person controlling the money. So yeah, but what would we call the group? It would be a group thing. That's, I'm almost thinking to your point, to your comment, the way that we have the Congress, and then the judicial system and the president, I think that whole thing needs to be redone. Zoran Mamdani, he won't get anything accomplished. Why you say that? I don't think that. Do y'all think that? D says he won't get anything accomplished. He's already doing wonderful things in New York City. Why do you say that? Those people are coming together and working. Zorani is already getting stuff. Yeah, Unicorn Mullet says he's already getting things. Yeah, I'm saying the same thing from what I heard and from what I see. What he promised isn't plausible. What did he promise? He is a mess, B. Wright says. I don't think he's a mess. I don't see it. I don't think that. From what I see now, I don't think that he's a mess at all. I think he's great. I mean, when he went to Washington to meet with the commander-in-chief, I think he handled himself beautifully. You know? I think, you know, especially with what he was dealing with, he has a few free transportation lines in NYC already. Okay? He's fantastic. Yeah, I think so. I got to look more into it and get into the details. But anyway, mental illness, y'all, I didn't start the channel talking about mental illness. I started the channel talking about my pain. And I didn't realize that what I was going through was under the umbrella of mental illness. I myself didn't realize that. I didn't identify it that way because I didn't know. And so just keep closed, Cheryl, and form your own judgment. I will. I'll go and look. Free transportation, who's paying for it? I don't know who's paying for it, but I'll go and look and get into the details. But what I do know is all of this stuff that's causing so many millions of people so much pain is due to these people and their depravity and their mental illnesses. I do know that. I've been saying for a long time that the church does not address mental illness. And lately, in the last 5 years, they've done more than what they've done in the past. I've been saying for the last 10 years that pastors and psychiatrists need to work hand in hand. And when you see religious people and they reference, they speak about therapy or counseling, it's biblical counseling. And to me, that's not real counseling. Psychological warfare is real, and it is happening right now. All of that shock and awe, all of this horrible stuff that they do to terrorize us and to put us in shock and awe. And, you know, all of this stuff is in the manual when it comes to narcissists. This is the United States. If you picture Grand Rising, if you think about living in the household or being in a relationship or being the child of a narcissistic parent, what we're dealing with in Washington, if you view it like that, that being Washington being the parent and we being the children, that's what we are experiencing. All of the gaslighting and the manipulating and the fucking lies during the campaign. All of the fake promises to the YT people and the Mexican and Latino people. And then once the person, the narcissist, gets what he wants, then he gets in there and stabs them in the back and he's lied and manipulated them. The narcissist knows what to say to you in order to get you where they want you, but they have no intention. They have no intention of doing what they say. They are only gaslighting you. They're only giving you word salad. They are planning to devalue you. The immigration thing, the ICE thing, the devalue you, to terrorize you and to take your power away from you. And they need your power, because to hurt you is to help them. That's what Sasha Riley says. To hurt you is to empower them, because they need to see you hurt. That's why I'm bringing up that concept, we get to separate. That's why I'm bringing up that concept, we get to separate. So you believe that separation is the answer. Let's see. Certified Peer Recovery Specialist, CPRS, that's my title here in Memphis, Tennessee. I deal with mental health and addiction and rehab. Well, welcome to the live, and thank you for being here, Be Right. I love all things mental health. I just love it. But we the people allow this, so it's our own fault, and it's not. It's not our own fault. Because what I've learned in my research, that the narcissist and the psychopath are phenomenal actors, right? That's how they get your children, right? That's how they get your children. If the narcissist and the psychopath or the president is standing in the high place and promising you wonderful things, they wear a mask, a facade. It's impeccable. It's hard. They're as good as Denzel Washington. They're as good as your favorite actor. They're as good as Angela Bassett. Okay? If you met Angela Bassett and didn't know her, she could convince you of anything. She's a phenomenal actress. I'm not calling her a narcissist. I'm saying the narcissist and the psychopath is on that level. That's what I'm saying. So don't say, you have a great day too, darling. Don't say that it's our fault. Don't say that. Because the inside of that cage of theirs, what you call a body, there's not a real person there. And the only thing they have is their mask and their facade. That's their thing. And they've been wearing it their whole life. So it's not a joke. We the people allow it. No, we don't. And just because we may have doesn't mean we must continue. Thank you, Unicorn Mullet. And I have gone through it. And I don't anymore. Monet, could you unplug the thing for me? Hello? So don't say it's our fault. Please don't. That's being unempathetic. You don't understand. You don't understand, you know? People should do the research, people, instead of just believe them. It's more to it than that, though. Because they dangle the low hanging fruit. They give you some of what they promise. Those are the breadcrumbs. They give you some of what they promise. Those are the breadcrumbs. Yeah. Let me lift this up. Can y'all see my I ain't want you to be, I got on my black shorts. Hold on. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I hate when people do that. They give you some of what they promised. No. Oh, please don't do that. You have to vote this year. It's not our fault if we don't realize what's going on. You have to vote this year. Everybody on this live, you have to vote this year, please. Please. We have plenty of time to do our research before the primaries, okay? Please. Don't say you're not going to vote. I have not voted in the past. They won't have that power of the people built their own. We looking at people, humans to do for us. That's where the people go wrong. It's in every country. Okay. Yeah, everyone, please vote. Vote. They all on the same team. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. It's your duty as a citizen to vote. Okay. Okay. So listen. Let me ask you. Let me engage you for a minute. Do you believe that all people are bad? Do you believe that? Jersey said that came out messed up. Retype it again. Do you believe that all people are bad? Because I know that all people are not bad. I know that. And do you believe in spirit, God, or source? And if you do, no. Okay. So if you do, if you believe in spirit, God, or source, then you got to understand that God is there too. That there is goodness there too in some of those vessels. Now, it might be a little hidden, but it's there. So you've got to do your research and let spirit tell you who. That's all. You just got to do your work. Because there are some people that you need to vote for that'll help the people that really care about people. That's all. Everybody ain't. And I know that it's their thing, like it's their game. It's their thing, right? Because we're not politicians. We're regular folks with regular jobs. I believe that all the choices they give you are compromised. It might be, but what I'm saying is some are worse than others. That's what I'm saying. Some people are worse than others, and some people can be helped and need to be helped. Because what we got going on right now, that agent, pow pow to Renee, right in her face. Now, it's not just, I know we can isolate the situation, and you're welcome, Jennifer. We can isolate the situation and just look at the agent himself and say that he's alone. He is a lone wolf and he acted on his own. I say that that's not the case. I say that the group of people that he's around, the people that are in charge of them, the propaganda that they're feeding them, the words that Stephen Miller speak to them, the private meetings that they are having, therefore the energy and the spirit in which they move, the whole machine powwowed her in the face, not just him. Yes, Be Right says no, it's many just like him. And I believe the same thing. And I believe what the others, in the higher in command, those people are feeding them and causing them to carry out what they desire to happen to the people and what they want to see done to the people. I believe that they actually told them to do that, because I believe that they want to get fear in them, baked in them, and running through the pores and the veins of their body. Because y'all know what happens when that type of fear come upon you. It's paralyzing, very crippling, and also it'll cause people to bend and bow to their will, the hierarchy. That's what I'm saying. That's why they did that, and that's why they want to do it more. Yeah, it's the new world order. This is their scheme. How you pronounce that word? Authoritarianism. That's what it is. Authoritarianism. Now listen, for those who are spiritual, the light workers, the God people, me, I will not allow myself to be controlled by another person's will. No, no. Um, and you bet not have the clap on lights. Ramsey Bass, go to the next live before you get blocked. Okay, so that's what they want to do, and that's what they're doing, because people have come in my live and told me that they're afraid, you know. And you got celebrities that are telling people don't go anywhere without your. I've seen it on social media. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think we all need to be armed every day? What do y'all think about that? And I got another question for you. After they finish with the immigrants, what do you think the next step is? Exactly. The power is with us. They want to take it, and we have to stand up to them. Yes. Jennifer says, Lord, please show the haters you are still God. But Jennifer, let me say this to you. God has done everything that God is going to do. Right? That means that we're the best that God has. And also, let me say this, not just that. I'll just say God has done good when he made you and me and all of you guys. Great. We have within us what we need to deal with this situation, Jennifer. So we don't have to keep asking God. I think God is saying to us, what are you going to do and what do you want? So God has given us the body, the mind, the spirit, the soul, the intelligence, and everything that we have ever needed to handle this situation. Jennifer, we got this. I don't feel helpless. I don't. I am not afraid and I'm not terrified at all. I did see America has not turned from God because I've not turned from God. When I think about this saying, America has turned from God, it is a lie. America has not turned from God because Cheryl hadn't, lots of other people I know hadn't, God hadn't turned from us. I think that people want to other countries because they have authoritarianism, because they think that they are God, because they worship literature and they want people to worship and bow down to them. I think when they see our liberty, it makes them want to gnash at their teeth. That's what I think. And I think they want us under their foot, the foot on our neck, like it is in other countries. That's what I think. I think our freedom bothers them so bad that they hate it. But this is what I'm saying. When it comes to the authoritarian themselves, nobody tell them what the fuck to do. The people gotta think. These people in America who's trying to turn this into an authoritative, what do y'all call it? Whatever. That are trying to do that. They are not gonna let people tell them what the fuck to do. These are psychopaths. They want to control you, and they themselves will not be controlled. So this is the thing for the people. We got to look at it the way that it is. Like, you're not going to be controlled. You and your crew, which is a small number of people, you want 500 people to tell 330 million people what to do, but you and your 500 people do whatever you want to anybody that you want, and especially children. And then you point to some religious book that says that we, the people, the 330 million, have turned away from God, so that we will bend our will and bow to you when there's nothing godly about you. There's nothing godly about authoritative. How do you pronounce? I can't say it. Authoritarianism. I think that's how you pronounce it. Authoritarianism. There's nothing godly about that. There's nothing godly about you wanting to take my freedoms from me. You didn't birth me here. You didn't put me here. You're not feeding me. I feed myself. You're not dressing me. I dress. Authoritarianism. Authoritarianism. Thank you. Authoritarianism. Thank you. We buy our own cars. We buy our own clothes. We prepare our own food. We take our own self to our doctor's appointments. We pay our own copay. We fill out applications, get our own jobs. We start small businesses. We do that. But I'm supposed to bow to you? That's the devil. It's period. Spirit, source, life is not in that. Thank you, Carl Jones. Spirit, source, life is not in that. Leave me alone. Leave me. That's what we all should be saying. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want it. We don't want material things. Yeah, leave us alone. Leave us alone. Oh my God, y'all, this is the biggest forest I've ever seen. This is crazy. America has turned away from God. People have been saying that for the longest. I think church people have been saying it because people are, for the spiritual narcissists or the church narcissists, the congregants, the parishioners have seen that there's no righteousness in a lot of them. And then they leave and they go their own way and they love on God in their own way. And then these narcissistic leaders are saying to themselves that the people have turned away from God. The great Elijah says, I love me some Cheryl. I love you too. The assembly, ecclesia turned, so I left. What is that? I've never heard of that before. Yes, some have. It's become a financial issue. Well, yeah, the church has exploited the people for money. It's all this thing is bleeding in there together. I'm not saying that there aren't some decent pastors who are learning and growing and evolving. I'm not saying that, because I think that there are some, and there are some that really care about the people in their congregation and the people in the world, but not many. Well, first of all, we don't have to call spirit source a he. We don't have to call spirit source a he. We don't have to do that, because spirit source has been called lots of things all through history. You know what I'm saying? And while we're dealing with the King James Bible, and this is my issue with all my wonderful Christians that I love. This is my thing, and everybody that knows me well knows this. The King James Bible, King James himself, being a demon worshiper and a homosexual, killed his own mama, stole that literature that was from Africa and edited the way that he wanted to, along with his friends. So they have whitewashed and colonized that book. That book is being compromised, so it cannot be authenticated. And even though the black church preach and teach that it is God's infallible word, they are mistaken, and that is not true. There are lots of preachers who know that now, but they are afraid to say it to their congregation because they don't want their congregation to leave. They don't want the people to leave. They don't want that. And so, yeah. So we're not calling God a name. We're going to call God source, okay? We're not doing that. The system has developed a fashion that forces the weaker of us to comply through fear and mongering. It is terrible, Jesus. And that's why I say a lot of people don't. And I say Jesus because it's a habit. It's just a habit. Well, it's easy to fearmonger people when they have been fearmongered through their God literature their whole life. The Bible, the whole thing is a fear tool. That's what because it speaks of an angry God who loses his temper and does horrible things to humans that he created. And even the entity according to the colonized Bible, because you got to keep that in mind, the entity who is causing all of this unrest with the people, he created him too. So until we the people are able to say that book cannot be authenticated, it is absolutely whitewashed. The colonizers had their way with the book, and they fed it to the blacks for power and control. You've got to say that even if you love God, even if you are a Christian. Christians have to learn how to say that. Christians got to stop being afraid, just like what's going on now in Washington and what these people are doing. These people come with an iron fist to scare you to pieces. And this is not the first time that this has been done. The Christians back in the Catholic days, they unalive people and beat Jesus into people. This thing started with war and death. The Bible. Okay? Christians have to be able to acknowledge that. You can't even get a Christian to speak that. You will not get, because they have this thing. And so, y'all, this is a place of expanded consciousness and evolution. Evolution in every way we can think of, even when it comes to God ideas, even when it comes to that. Okay? Because that's how that nasty, big, McDonald eating, shitty pamper got back in that high seat in D.C. because he came in with that Christian front. That's all the devil had to do, was to come in with that Christian front. Let me get back in the comment section. Is anyone living in the wisdom of God the Father? God doesn't necessarily have to be a father. God is more the mother. The colonizers turned him into a man. Yes, we must continue to have faith. God will bring the helper. That is the defeat of this evil. No, Carl Jones. No, Carl. You've got to condition your mind. Nobody's coming to save us. It's not happening. If you guys pass the buck to others, then how is this work going to be done? Because these people didn't pass the buck. These people sat down around a table with pencil, pen, iPad, and others, and they made a plan and they brought it to pass. They weren't looking into the clouds. They were not doing that. Look at what they've been able to do in 1 year. But the God people, I'm just asking you to think. But the God people, which are you and me, we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. We're just going to sit around and let these people do what they want. And then we're just going to be okay because we're going to the heaven. We're going to the heaven. So this is their earth. They do what they want with it. Is that what the Bible has taught you? There's no need to fear God. Fear God for what? Y'all keep on saying fear God. Fear God for what? That's why these people do what they do. Because of fear. Fear God for what? What are you fearing God for? You're going to fear God and then you're going to fear these people too? Who has confidence in God? In spirit and source. Who loves God? Spirit and source. Who does that? Who has confidence in God? Spirit or source. Who knows that God is in you, through you, as you every day? Who knows that? Who's willing to say to your friends, look, we see what's going on in Washington, but there are enough light workers and empaths in this world. And we see that the psychopaths and the narcissists have taken control through planning. And it's a good thing because we needed to see the spiritual cancer. We needed to see it like an MRI machine. We needed to see that thing so we know how to deal with it. We're not going to look to the skies to ask for the answers because we know that God is not in the sky. God is in you, through you, as you. So God, what we going to do about this here? Good morning, Cornelius. Your Father God is not in heaven. That thought is a cancer to humanity. Let it go. Let it go. It's going to always keep you in the position of having foot on your neck by the others. It has groomed you. You have been groomed with the idea that your Savior is coming to save you. And when your own Bible told you, but you're not listening to that. You're listening to what the pastor said. You're not listening to that. Your own Bible told you that God is in you. God works through you. And he does it. And I call God a he because that's a habit. But God does it as you. Bye, Ramsey. Ramsey just got kicked out. The word of God says, my live just dropped, y'all. Hold on. All right. My live just dropped. And for y'all information, I don't know what y'all can see, but I have on black shorts. I got on a black shirt and black shorts. Okay. But good morning. Good morning. I got to go over to Facebook. I cannot stay over here too long. No, I don't mean, man, I am relying on the Father. He is strong in us. We must have faith. Now, though we have faith, we have duty to defy his tyranny. What is you talking about? Everything I know and I've known since I was a kid, including real scripture. I tried to teach you this as a kid and you wouldn't listen to me in church. Jesus was not Lucifer. I don't listen to pastors. I read for myself, and what I say is not true. Okay, you reading for yourself ain't going to help you. That's not going to help you either. That's an ensnarement. Okay, that's what I'm saying, but you're not following me. So reading for yourself is not going to help you either. Because reading for yourself is you're going to run into the same system that the church runs by. Because, I mean, they do things according to the book itself. So if you're looking to the book, then you are on the wrong path. And the book has become your idol. God is not in a book. Where did I tell you that God lives? Where did I tell you the spirit? Where did I tell you spirit lives? There's only one temple. What's up, Keith? Hey, sure, girl. How is your boo? What boo? What is going on? Who are you talking about, Kent? Stop playing with me. There's only one temple that God lives in. Where is it? T-Smoke, you've got to, now, if you're going to engage with me now, you have to consider what I say so we can have a conversation. There's only one address that God resides. Can you please, instead of you guys asking me questions, can you please consider what I say and then respond back to me? And that is a conversation. There's only one address where God resides. And somebody tell me what address is that? There's only one temple. There's only one address. It's not the ones that y'all think about, though. Okay, okay. So Black Vega says the temple. Okay, where is the temple? Jennifer, good. Hold on. Which means you have to also consider what I say as well. I am, but I'm doing the live. Okay, Black Vega says your body in us resides in all. That's it. Y'all know for sure, because I'm a black woman and most of y'all are black. No, not in the heavens. Now, T-Smoke, you need to go to the Christian live because you're not on our level. You can stay, but I'm just saying, I think this live hurt is I don't think it's good for you. Okay. All right. So there's only one place that God resides. That's in you. That's it. That's all. But we were taught that God is at church. That's what we were taught. You go to church to meet the Lord. What's up, Miller? You go to church to meet the Lord. You go down to the altar so you can have an encounter with God. You get prayed for or prayed over so that God can touch you through the hand or the prayer of the person that's praying. That person that's praying over you is operating as if they themselves are a vessel that they can allow you to experience God through them. And they're in delusion. They're in it doesn't work like that. What they should do, Black Vega, what they should do is do what Cheryl is doing now. Cheryl says that Black Betty, right? Black Vega, Carl Jones, Miller, and everybody else on this live, Trinity. Cheryl is saying God is in you, as you, working through you, not just in me, in you. And there's nothing that you have to do in order to cause that to happen. Cheryl is not taking the credit for being a God person so that you can worship me. We're not doing that. Everything she says is the Bible and the Gnostic Bible. I've never read a Gnostic Bible in my life. Of course, you don't even know its name or gender. Why would you need to? Why would you need to? I would rather know love. That's what I would rather know. And how to treat humans the best I can. Cheryl, we are on the same page. Your words are food to my soul. Cheryl never wanted to take anything from you. I never will. I just want you to know, don't you let anybody, B-O-D-Y, take source, spirit, life from you. I learned this the hard way. And gender has nothing to do with it. Even though nowadays I visualize spirit as more of a feminine energy, because the divine masculine and this toxic masculinity is killing us, people and the planet. We don't even love the only earth that we ever had. This place is beautiful. Oh my God. When you think about the rivers, the oceans, the mountains, the lakes, when you think about the waterfalls and the flatlands, when you think about the Grand Canyon and oh, how beautiful this earth is, we are destroying it. And when you think about how awesome people are, we don't care. We love airplanes. We love boats, yachts, clothes, jewelry, cars, homes, vacation spots. We love all that stuff, good food, but we don't love each other. You can't blame this hate on masculinity. Well, they are the ones that's doing it. Lee. Who else are starting these wars? T-Smoke, we're talking about reality. Okay? Who's starting the wars? Who's doing that? Who's creating these bombs? Who's doing that? Who's doing it? Yeah, religion, yes. But who? Is it mostly men or is it mostly women? I love meditation, Jennifer, because it's a balance too much testosterone. Now, that's true. And that's why I call it toxic masculinity. Vladimir Putin, Trump, it's a lot of men that are destroying our world. And we need a balance. We need, hold on, y'all, one second. We need more of the divine feminine in leadership. And it doesn't mean that it has to be women, but I believe that our world would heal if we had more women in leadership. But men need to understand and learn how, y'all beautiful men, we love our men over here, by the way. So don't accuse me of being no feminist. We love men. I got 3 grown sons that I adore. But we need men to tap into their divine feminine side and get rid of this toxic masculinity. Is killing our world. It's destroying us. It's too much ego. We need more feminine energy in both men and women. Absolutely, yes. This toxic masculinity, Martin Fink, this toxic masculinity is killing our world. Cheryl is talking about feminine and masculine animus. Anger destroys our world. Yes, it does. And not only anger, ego. We need balance. She isn't talking about men or women, but feminine and masculine energy. Thank you, young Nona. Thank you so much. I'm not a feminist, T-Smoke. You can say it all you want to. I don't even know the definition of one. Can you imagine if Kamala Harris was president of our country at this moment in time? Yes, I could imagine. In my opinion, women are the usual healer in the world, but a lot of women have been corrupted by men. Exactly. There is a way to men and women in politics who should not be there. There is a way to, no, women are going to heal this planet. I'm telling you that right now. That is our future. Women in leadership. Men need to be told what to do. Men are not our protectors, because you got to think about who are they protecting us from. Men are protecting us from other men. So men are not protectors. Men are strong and they need to be told what to do with those bodies of theirs. The future is women. Women will end up fixing this earth. It's going to happen. I've been seeing TikToks of men saying, please, please, women, come and fix this world, because they identify the toxic masculinity and the ego that is destroying us. We love men, but y'all got, nobody on this live is 5-10 years old. You got to be honest. You can call me liberal all you want. Call me free. Call me free like you, to think, to reason, and to observe. Call me that. Cheryl, what did you think about Obama when he was president? While he was president, I liked him a lot. He was a lot wordy. He was a lot wordy. He was very diplomatic. So I liked him as president. Now, what do I think about Obama? I don't like him as much now. The reason being is that he played it too safe for me. I feel like he didn't have the right type of boldness that he needed. I feel like, nobody's never asked me this question before. And I feel really deeply, since he's not president now, and especially what's going on now, I feel like he was on a mission to prove that African American people were just as smart as anybody else. I think he was on a mission to prove to the naysayers that African American people were ethical. They have morals. We have a good internal GPS, that we could live and be honest and true and love the family and be a good husband to the wife. I think he was on a mission to show the world, and he was thinking about history, that here lies a black man who knows how to walk straight. And looking back on it, I hate that that was his thing, because the reality is that nobody is perfect. And as we can see now, the people that are in charge, they don't give a fuck about morals, values, ethics, good character, good husband, no cheating, no scandals. They don't care. Psychopaths are not good people. They are bad to the bone, and they don't respect goodness. And now we can see they've kicked the door in. They don't care about the Constitution. They are lawless. They don't care about the laws. They don't care about what's been said. They don't care about history. The only thing that they care about is doing and following and accomplishing their agenda of hate and dominance and colonialism. That's all they want. Stephen Banner said, let me quote him real good. He said, damn straight, we are powerful and we dominate. That's what he said. Damn straight, we are powerful and we dominate. That's what we've always done, and that's what we're going to do. That's what Stephen Miller said when Jake was asking him about Greenland. He said, if you are talking about the United States, if you are powerful and you got the weapons, you're supposed to kick people's asses and kick the door in. We're not apologizing anymore. We're toxic. We have that toxic masculinity. We're floating on these egos that we have that are not real. We are psychopaths and we are proud. And we're going to run this place, possibly this earth, into the ground if you don't stop us. That's what he said. Greenland wants to join the U.S. They will vote for it. They don't. That's a lie. Happy MLK Day. Ray said, what do we want? A bunch of weak people? Sounds like toxic masculinity to me. Congratulations. They don't. That's almost like a toxic man that takes a woman as his wife and then says, she'll just learn to love me. It doesn't matter that she doesn't desire me and doesn't want me. It doesn't matter that she gets sick by the smell of me. It doesn't matter that she's young and beautiful and I'm fucked up. She'll learn to love me. Sounds like toxic masculinity. Sounds like mental illness. Sounds like craziness. That's what it sounds like. I know what I'm talking about. This country, those people in Washington are sick. No, we want good, positive people. That's right, Trinity. That toxic masculinity is going to end this world. Jennifer, no, no, no. We're not going to let it. Let the people of Greenland decide. Yeah, well, the people of Greenland has decided, and they don't want no parts, and they get ready to fight. It's our responsibility to take over Greenland. It's not our responsibility. It's not. Y'all going to get what y'all looking for after a while. Do y'all know that? Do you know, I talked about this on my live last night. I talked about life, spirit source. I talked about psychopaths and narcissists. You're going to get what you're looking for after a while. After a while, after a while. You're going to get what you look for after a while. Oh, you're going to get what you look for after a while. Yeah. It's coming. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, America can't even get our house in order, period. Thank you, Taylor. You're going to get what you look for after a while. After a while. After a while. These old toxic white YT men. There's some black ones too, though. All narcissists regulate. I mean, all narcissistic people resonate with one another. It doesn't matter what the the race is. It don't matter. They all understand each other. Sure, you got some. Trinity says, sure, you got some haters. After a while, you're going to get what you look for. After a while, you're going to get it. Y'all going to get it. Uh-huh. I'm just laughing myself. Because you can't outlife the spirit of life. I don't care what you do. You can't outplan it. You can't outlive it. Because the body don't last for so long. You can't. You just can't. Oh, thank you. Jennifer said there's devils everywhere, even in our own family. Yes, 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 yes. Y'all, I'm telling you, that toxic masculinity has got to go. It's not good. We already found what we're looking for. No, no, you're going to get what you're looking for. You think you know what you're looking for. You think you know. You think you know. Because while you focus on hurting people, and it make you feel good too. Make you feel real good. But the people that you care about, the ones that you care about, they gonna be hurt real bad. That which you do to others is gonna come right back to you. You think you like it until you be put in those shoes. You think you like dominating and control until you and your people be put in cages. You think it's funny until you're in a cage and you're looking outside of the cage and the people standing on the outside laughing at you. You think it's cool, Stephen Miller, until somebody walk up on you, you don't even know they standing there. And it be time to pay the piper. You think that is funny until you're laying there like a vulnerable child and there's a big monster standing above you. Uh-huh. You think it's cool to hurt others until the hurt come back and hurt you. So you might hurt them 20-fold, but the hurt to come back to you and your people going to be more like 1,000-fold. Because the very hole that you dig for others, your ass is going to end up in it. You think that is funny until your adversary gets to laughing at you. Uh-huh. How funny. Huh? 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 It's so crazy, though, that people are not wise enough to know that. But the narcissist and the psychopath, they don't have that. They don't have vision. They kind of see what's directly in front of them like this. They can't look down the road over the hill and over there. They can't do that. Sure, I look forward to chatting with you again. Thank you. Thank you too, Jennifer. Did you subscribe to the channel? Hit the like button. Because we had a ball this morning. And well, it's going to get worse before it gets better. I tell you that much. Absolutely. Absolutely. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful morning. I'm going to go over to Facebook and bless them really good. And then we'll come back and finish the audio that we started last night of Sasha Riley. If this is your first time here, share this live with your friend. Tell these people, thank you, Ray. Tell these people, thank you, Unicorn Mullet. Thank you so much. Gary Reynolds, you left a comment on my comment section. You too, Sunset. Have a wonderful day. And you said you are so glad that my husband, ex-husband, got away from me because I'm such a narcissist. You said that. And you get mad. You get mad with me because I speak on how your YT people do the most. You get mad at me. Thank you, Trinity. And so it is what it is, okay? But you come on back, Gary. You come on back, because obviously Cheryl rubbed you wrong. I get on your nerves. And my thing is, I don't want to get on your nerves. But I see that I get on your nerves. You know, Pure call me a narcissist. You know, but I ain't mad. I ain't mad at you. It is what it is. It's not my fault. What's up, Berlingo? That you don't have wisdom. It ain't my fault. Thank you, Berlino, 4205. And Gary be mad because y'all call me pretty and everything like that. But Gary, I'll see you later on the day. You have you a good day, okay? Bye, guys.